Welcome back, everybody, to WWE 2K15 Raw. And the Loser Leaves Raw series continues as Lex Luger takes on Stone Cold Steve Austin. And we are live from our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. for Raw, as the total package makes its way down the aisle. Now, this series has been taking place on main event, but we're getting close to a finish, and it was time to bring it to Raw. Lex Luger threw Stone Cold Steve Austin out of the 30-man Royal Rumble a few weeks ago on SmackDown to determine who would take the last spot in the WrestleMania Money in the Bank. Austin was on fire, eliminating over 4 superstars before the total package tossed him out of the ring. Austin was so infuriated he challenged Luger to a Loser Leaves Raw Best of 5 series. So far, Lex is in the red. He's already down 2 losses. If Austin picks up the win tonight, Lex Luger is off Monday Night Raw. And the Texas Rattlesnake Stone Cold Steve Austin is 1 win away from getting Lex Luger off of what he calls his show and putting Lex out of business once and for all. Can Stone Cold Steve Austin gain revenge for losing his chance at a WrestleMania match and a shot at the Money in the Bank? Or can the total package turn this thing around and pick up the first victory? Let's see what goes down between these 2 ring legends in just a few moments. And there's the bell as these 2 lock up. And Austin with the waistlock takedown. Really wrenching that headlock in on Luger. Luger slips out with the leg scissors. He's well aware that Austin has a surgically repaired neck. Really wanted to put the squeeze on Austin there, but Austin found a way out. Big kick in the gut. Shoots Luger into the ropes. Oh, look at that. Short arm into the spine buster. Driving Luger down into the mat. Oh, and Austin with a nice reversal there. Oh, and a stomp right to the hamstring. Got a great episode of Raw tonight. The Undertaker and Ryback go one-on-one in our main event. I believe that's the first time we've had that match. Should be a tremendous contest. The Primetime Players continue their best of series against the Wyatt family, and much, much more here on Raw. Uh-oh, and Stone Cold Steve Austin is stomping a mud hole in him and walking it dry. Lex Luger struggling to breathe. Multiple stomps to the chest there by Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Luger pays it back with the gutbuster. Oh, look at Austin. Huge right hand, and he drops that elbow into the throat. Classic Austin offense. Into the cover here. Only a 2 count. The former WCW champion Lex Luger struggling here early on. Trying to defend himself against the never-ending onslaught of Austin. Big back elbow, and Luger runs through him with the shoulder block. We also continue the United States #1 Contenders tournament here tonight with triple threat match number 2. Austin with a clothesline into the cover. 1, 2, and Luger kicks out. What a contest it'll be tonight in the United States Contendership tournament as Andre the Giant faces Mark Henry, faces Ric Flair in a triple threat contest. Another cover by Austin. Oh, but Luger's foot was under the rope. The winner of that triple threat match will face the winner of last week's triple threat match, CM Punk, next week on Raw. And the winner of that will face Seth Rollins for the United States Championship at Extreme Rules. Luger down and out after the Irish whip into the corner. Austin back up to his feet. Left-handed shots and right-handed shots blocked by Luger, who answers back with a punch of his own. And Luger goes back to the gutbuster, trying to take some of that fire away from Stone Cold Steve Austin, slow him down. Head and arm suplex plants Austin dead center of the ring. Austin runs right into a punch and a belly-to-belly suplex. You see Luger is exhausted himself. Oh, and he comes up short there. Austin's foot, I believe, was just under the rope. Oh, great defense there by Austin. Luger was winding up with a right-handed shot. And look at Austin. Textbook vertical suplex. Plants Lex Luger's spine first. Oh, and the Luthez press. And piston-like right hands. I don't know if anybody does that better than Austin. Cover here. And that is it. Lex Luger, you are gone from Monday Night Raw. Austin picks up his third straight victory. What a dominating performance in this series by Austin. Let's take a look at some highlights here. Austin, huge clothesline. Took down Luger. Got the 2 count, but it wasn't enough. And then Lex made a comeback. Hit a great series of maneuvers, including that belly-to-belly suplex. And he might have had a win there had Austin's foot not been under the rope. But Lex just took too many shots to the head. The Luthez press, those piston-like punches, and Austin picks up the victory and puts the final nail in the coffin of the total package Lex Luger, who now has to scramble. Does he still work here for WWE, or can he try to work out something with SmackDown? But either way, Austin gets his revenge and Austin gets his way. Luger gone from Monday Night Raw. The best of 5 series between the Wyatts and the Primetime Players continues as both teams look to get a little closer to being the new #1 contenders. And the new Paul Heyman guys, the Primetime Players, man, you can really tell the difference with the power of Paul Heyman behind them. They are up 2-0 against the Wyatt family in their series. Now, should they get past the Wyatts, they'll face the winner of SmackDown's Tag Team Best of 5 series to determine the #1 contenders for next month's pay-per-view event, Payback. And what a matchup that should be.
We're here.
And the creepy Wyatt family have been struggling, to say the least, against the Primetime Players, down 2-0 in this Best of 5 series. And they're on the chopping block here tonight, folks. They lose to the Primetime Players move on to the #1 contenders match. So Bray Wyatt's got to have something up his sleeve. He's been dealing with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman the last couple weeks. So the whole Wyatt family really got themselves in some trouble when they started interfering with Paul Heyman's personal business. Are they going to follow the Buzzards to victory, or fall victim to the Primetime Players? And there's the bell as this contest starts. Titus O'Neil, huge clothesline, wipes out Eric Rowan. The power of Titus O'Neil is just off the page. Such a great athlete. And look at this. Perfect example right there. Eric Rowan is a huge man. Titus O'Neil, no problem, hitting that vertical suplex. Knocks Rowan into the ropes, and Rowan fires back with a left-handed shot. And there you see the Wyatts not afraid to bend or break the rules, raking the eyes of Titus O'Neil. And Rowan, no slouch himself, picks up the gigantic Titus O'Neil. Ooh, now he's grinding those fists into the temples. Wow, standing spinebuster by O'Neil. And he makes the right call, tagging in Darren Young. After Eric Rowan grinds those fists into your temples, it's probably best to take a rest and recuperate a bit. That has to be an extremely painful hold. In comes Luke Harper now, throwing lefts and rights. And Darren Young's had enough of that. Reversal of the Irish Whip. Oh, and look at that elevated spine buster. Almost mocking Titus O'Neil in his Clash of the Titus there. And Darren Young just getting attacked from all sides by the Wyatt family here. Pump handle setup. Into the flat slam. And an elbow to the heart by Harper. And the Wyatt family doing much better in this match than recent outings against the Primetime Players. Darren Young turns it all around with the side Russian leg sweep. And a reverse suplex. Great job by Darren Young. Now at Extreme Rules, the grapplers, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, will get their rematch against Triple H and Seth Rollins. Of course, Rollins had to step in for the Big Show at WrestleMania. And they were successful against Kidd and Cesaro, so Seth Rollins and Triple H are now the official tag team champions instead of Big Show and Triple H. And due to that change, the grapplers get their rematch at Extreme Rules, once and for all, against the Authority. And Titus O'Neil gets the same treatment as Young with the pump handle slam. As I mentioned, the Wyatts doing exceptionally well here against the Primetime Players compared to the last couple weeks. Big boot to the face of Titus O'Neil. I don't know if that's going to be it here. No, it's still a little early to put away Titus O'Neil. O'Neil sends Harper into the corner, grabs the waistlock. Harper elbows his way out. Frequent tags by the Primetime Players, keeping that fresh man in there, even though they're struggling. It's still great tag team strategy to do such. And Darren Young showing his power here tonight, suplexing both Rowan and Harper here tonight. Elbow to the throat, he's got Harper back up. Darren Young, one-man suplex city here on Raw. Taking the Wyatts to task. Belly-to-belly release. Somewhere Taz and Brock Lesnar are smiling. Attack, block, and answered by Harper. Darren Young certainly in the wrong part of town right now. And look at this. Harper Irish whips his own man Rowan right into Darren Young, crushing clothesline in the corner. Covered by Rowan. Look at this. Titus O'Neil knows that's a very dangerous situation. Darren Young in danger of being pinned after that absolutely crushing shot. And look at this. Eric Rowan was looking for the big splash. And Darren Young, look at that. Wastes no time going right to Titus. They know if they win this match, it's over. The series is over against the Wyatts. Primetime Players would move on to the finals of the #1 Contenders tournament. They have to stay on top of the Wyatts. Wyatt family knows they're in danger. This is a must-win on both sides here on Raw. Big forearm by O'Neil. And oh my goodness, look at the elevation. Eric Rowan sends O'Neil flying across the ring. Titus O'Neil passes on the big boot. He got booted by Harper. He passed it on to Rowan. Scoops up Rowan. Heavyweight backbreaker right there. Into the cover by O'Neal. 1. Wow. I thought that would at least be good for a 2 count, but Eric Rowan very tough. And there's a clash of the Titus. Will this be enough here? No way. Luke Harper right in there to break it up. And there's one for Eric Rowan, the clash of the Titus. Titus O'Neal on fire here. Oh, but he's not going for the cover. Very surprising. And Eric Rowan wastes no time. He gets right up and gets right back to his tag team partner, who eats a big clothesline. And Titus O'Neal gonna feel the pain of the pump handle slam. Snapmare by Harper. And a boot to the face, my goodness. Harper doing everything he can here to put O'Neal away. Elbow drop after elbow drop. Oh, hard sidewalk slam there. And will this finally be enough? Covered by Harper. No, Titus O'Neal still finding it deep down inside to kick out. Taking a lot of harsh maneuvers in the last few minutes here, taking a lot of damage. Irish whip into the rope, and look at that. Eric Rowan low bridges. Titus O'Neal crashes and burns on the outside. And Bray Wyatt very pleased to see how his tag team of Harper and Rowan are doing. And what is this? Oh no. Titus O'Neal counted out. The Wyatt family continue this series. What a matchup between the two sides. And a shame that it has to end on a count out. So this series will continue next week. The Wyatts finally pick up their first win. At the Primetime players are still looking to finish it out. Pick up that 3rd victory. And move on to the #1 contenders match. Congrats to the Wyatt family. And now the Hardcore Championship is on the line. R-Truth won a Battle Royal to earn this shot. And we'll have to see if we can get it done against the Animal. Batista won the Champion Showcase at WrestleMania, defeating the Intercontinental, European, and United States champions, and really raised the bar for the Hardcore Championship. Well, last week we had a Battle Royal to determine who would face Batista next, and R-Truth came out on top. Can Batista continue his meteoric rise here in WWE? Or will R-Truth show Batista what's up? And R-Truth loves to have a good time, loves to party it up, and certainly loves to rap. Is he gonna love being in there with the Hardcore Champion Batista? He's a former champ himself, defeating Corey Graves for the title last year. We'll have to see if he can put it all together and regain the Hardcore Championship. Or will he be blown up with a Batista bomb? That's what's on the line. That broken belt is the prize. R-Truth wants it. Batista wants to keep it. And here we go. This is a tables match for the Hardcore Championship. And Batista off to a great start with the DDT. Look at that great strategy by Batista. Drops R-Truth on his head and then knees him. There's another DDT by Batista. He's really trying to put in a lot of damage early on here and send R-Truth crashing through the table. And Batista wasted no time. Got the table in the ring. He's ready to finish this right now. Shot to the gut of R-Truth. Oh, not sure. Doesn't want to set it there just yet. Truth grapples the table away. And smashes Batista right in the face. Ooh, R-Truth with a short leg drop there. And Batista taking advantage of the lack of rules here. Rake of the eyes to R-Truth. Then whips him very hard into the corner. Jawbreaker by Truth. Oh my goodness. Batista must have been talking to Mark Henry, because this is how Mark Henry put Andre the Giant out of action for months, with DDT after DDT. And Batista flips the script on the table, takes it out of the corner, sets it up. But he gets a Russian leg sweep from R-Truth for his trouble. Oh, and an over-the-top neck break. A great maneuver there by R-Truth. Oh, Batista easily avoids the dropkick and delivers DDT number 4. R-Truth definitely going to have some impact testing, some concussion checkups after this matchup. 4 DDTs in this short a time is not good for your health. And R-Truth on the table now. I don't know what Batista has in mind here. Not really a high flyer. Look at that. R-Truth makes him pay big time, sending him crashing down to the floor. And the jumping leg lariat knocks Batista down. R-Truth very determined to become the new Hardcore Champion in this tables matchup as he suplexes Batista. Oh, and look at that variation on the X Factor on the outside. R-Truth turning this whole match around right now, putting a beating on the animal Batista. Catches the kick, belly-to-belly suplex. And R-Truth is taking the Hardcore Champion to task here on the outside of the ring, maneuver after maneuver, trying to get Batista softened up. Another X Factor, my goodness. And Batista's seen enough of this. Side Russian leg sweep. Devastating right-handed shots right to the eye socket of R-Truth. And the animal has reclaimed control of this matchup. Gorilla press. Into the power slam outside. I can only imagine how that feels on the spine and kidneys of R-Truth. Look at flying head scissors by R-Truth. My goodness. There's something you don't see every day. Batista got that dropkick scouted in this one. Easily avoids it once again. And Batista trying to get R-Truth back in the ring, but R-Truth just does not want to go back in the ring. Oh my goodness. He might not have a choice after that belly-to-belly. And now Batista's switching it up, going to left-handed shots. Oh, this time R-Truth hits that dropkick. And another leg lariat under the chin. R-Truth wants to make sure Batista is more than out of it when he goes to put him through a table. Batista has very fast instincts, very good catching ability. If you're going to put Batista through a table, you need to make sure he's good and ready to be put through the table. Multiple kicks to the gut by R-Truth. I won't call it stomp in a mud hole, because I just don't think there was that many stomps. But he was certainly looking to walk it dry one way or the other. Batista fakes out R-Truth. R-Truth catches it. Both men very wary to get in there with the setup table. Batista grabs a fresh one and cuts the leg out of the other table. Great strategy there by the champ. And oh my goodness, we had table warfare here in the center of the ring. R-Truth got his table. Batista got his table. And R-Truth wants to go back to using it as a weapon, but the champ wrestles it away. I don't know, Batista's built himself a fortress here. Oh, and look at that. With a shoulder block. So vicious. It puts R-Truth right through the table. Let's take a look at the replay there. Pulled him right through. And R-Truth's leg went through the table. And the hardcore champ retains here on Monday Night Raw. What a win for the animal. And truly showing that he was the champion of champions. Defeating the other 3 mid-card champions at WrestleMania. And once again, defending his championship. That's 2 defenses this month. Batista, we might have to see a champion versus champion match somewhere down the line if he continues this run with the hardcore title. We could see hardcore versus WWE champion sometime very, very soon. Congrats to the animal. And what a legendary matchup we have coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2 of the United States #1 Contenders Tournament. Andre the Giant versus Mark Henry versus Ric Flair. And the winner faces CM Punk next week to determine who faces Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules. The 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant, has huge beef with Mark Henry. Mark Henry put him on the shelf for months and months in a tables match where Mark Henry DDT'd Andre 7 times before putting him through a table. And now recently Andre the Giant returned at the Royal Rumble a few months ago, and from there went on to defeat Mark Henry in a TLC matchup. But I don't think Andre's satisfied and is looking to take out more revenge on Mark Henry in this triple threat. Mark Henry has been having the run of his career over the last 6 months or so. Virtually almost undefeated, very few losses. A loss to The Undertaker, a loss to John Cena, and 1 loss in a tag team matchup since October. So it's been a great run for Henry. Very unstoppable, and he's looking to squash the little bit of history he does have with Andre the Giant and move on to face Punk, as Mark Henry wants gold around his waist very badly. He feels he's been denied title matches, even though he had a WWE Championship match against The Undertaker, in which he came up short. But that hasn't deterred Henry. He's looking to put these 2 legends away and move on to next week's #1 Contenders match. And the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, he made a re-emergence as part of Chris Jericho's group, the Living Legends, along with Booker T. And tonight, he wants to add another title to the list. He wants to add a 7th United States Championship to his resume, but he's got to get past 2 devastating giants in order to get there. There's the bell, and here we go. And Mark Henry, look at this, wasting no time. Start things back up with Andre the Giant. And Ric Flair takes the leg out from underneath Mark Henry. Would have been great strategy if we were a little later in the matchup. Would have been a huge opportunity for Flair to get the win there, but I don't think Henry or Andre are in any position to be defeated this early on. It looks like Henry and Flair are teaming up a bit here against Andre. Not a bad idea. Mark Henry grabs a hold of Andre, short arm clothesline. Chop blocked by Henry. But Flair still answers back with a left hand. Throws Henry over the top to the outside. And Andre the Giant, the only man strong enough to bring him back in. And oh my goodness, as big as Mark Henry is, Andre the Giant, still 500 plus pounds, crushing the ribs of the world's strongest man. Chop to the back of Henry. It looks like Ric Flair is on the side of whoever's winning. Not a bad strategy. And look at this, Flair just taking a powder break. He knows Henry and Andre the Giant hate each other's guts. And look at this. Andre steps out to grab himself a weapon. Might not be the greatest idea, though. Mark Henry could possibly finish off Flair. Henry and Andre can finish anybody, really, at virtually any time. So you really have to be careful leaving anybody in there with those two. Especially in a triple threat style situation. And Andre the Giant with a sledgehammer is just a scary situation. Flair stuns Henry off the rope, but then follows him out there. I suppose he didn't want to go one-on-one with Andre the Giant. I can't really blame the Nature Boy for that. Henry tossed back in the ring. Ric Flair trying to put this thing away here. Elbow to the throat. Andre the Giant just chilling outside, waiting for his opportunity. Henry back up, and look at Flair. Look at the strength of Flair. Picks up Mark Henry just a little bit, just enough to do damage to that shin as he prepares for the figure four, pardon me. Covered by Flair. Broken up by the 8th wonder of the world. And oh my goodness. Andre the Giant gets rid of the sledgehammer, and he's pulling apart the announce table. That could be bad news for Flair or Henry, and I'm sure he's leaning more towards Henry than Flair if he's got to put someone through that table. Mark Henry with a baseball bat swings wildly and misses, but Flair doesn't miss. Straight baseball bat to the head. And the world's strongest man is down now. And there's a shot for Andre. And the Nature Boy's going crazy with that baseball bat. Mark Henry's got the steps, and he pays back Flair big time. Oh no, right to the legs of the Nature Boy. Oh my goodness, and another shot to the back. And he just slams the steps right down on top of him. And how a backbreaker as well. Mark Henry, absolutely merciless here on Raw. Andre in hot pursuit of Mark Henry. Huge slam by Henry, though. And he doesn't get a chance to complete the thump headbutt. Oh, and Flair barely able to hit the shin breaker on Andre the Giant. And only a 1 count. Andre nowhere near done just yet. Cover by Andre on Flair. Ed Flair kicks out. Surprise, he was sandwiched between Andre and that ladder. Must have been hard to kick out. Oh my goodness, I hope the ring holds up as Andre the Giant viciously body slams Mark Henry and sends him flying with a big push there. The Natured Boy doing all he can to try to take out Andre the Giant. Punches to the face. Oh my goodness. Cannonball-like knees from Andre the Giant, just ruining Flair's day for sure. And then a giant headbutt. And the Nature Boy might be done in this match. Oh my goodness, Mark Henry just throws Andre the Giant in the air like pizza dough. Cover on Henry. Ric Flair thinking if he really wants to feel the wrath of Andre. Oh, chop warfare. Henry saves Ric Flair's life with the headbutt. And the ladder's out of the ring now, all three men in there. And look at Andre, double underhook on Flair. And there's Andre's butterfly suplex, one of his favorite finishing maneuvers. Cover on Flair, 1, 2, 3, and this one's over. Andre the Giant moves on to the finals of the United States title #1 contendership tournament. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Shinbreaker on Mark Henry. Tremendous power displayed by Ric Flair early on here. Thought he might have got the win, but Andre wasn't about to let that go down. Absolutely nuclear bomb-sized headbutt from Andre on Flair. Goes for the pin. Doesn't get the job done. Andre runs through Mark Henry. The Nature Boy has to think about it, but he has to break up the pin. And then Andre just sends Flair flying with his butterfly suplex. And that was it. Henry was done for the cover, the count, and the victory over the Nature Boy. For the 8th wonder of the world, Andre the Giant. And next week, Andre faces CM Punk. And the winner will face Seth Rollins for the United States Championship at Extreme Rules. And look at that sign of respect from the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. All you can really ask for in a contest like this. What a great matchup between these three legends. Now it's time for our main event, as the WWE Champion, The Undertaker, faces off against the big guy, Ryback. And the WWE Champion, The Undertaker, has his match set at Extreme Rules. He will go one-on-one with John Cena with the WWE Championship on the line. This will be their rubber match. The Undertaker won the championship at the Royal Rumble. John Cena won a non-title match at Elimination Chamber. And now they're going to clash one last time at Extreme Rules to see who truly is the WWE Champion. But tonight, the Dead Man has to deal with the big guy one-on-one. And Ryback's been trying to work his way back up the ranks since losing the United States Championship last year. Been struggling a little bit. Unfortunately didn't make it on WrestleMania. Came very close to becoming the tag team champions with Curtis Axel. But now, Ryback fully focused on making his way to the WWE Championship. Well, tonight, he's finally got a match with the champion. And tonight would be his night to do something about his current career situation if he were to get a win on the Dead Man. There's the bell as these two monsters lock up center of the ring. Ryback goes to the waistlock. Snapmared by Taker. Into the rear chin lock. Oh, and a nasty knee into the spine there by The Undertaker. Ryback deals with it though, delivers a forearm shot. Oh my goodness. Violent boot to the face by The Undertaker. Undertaker goes for the Dragon Sleeper, but Ryback too close to the ropes. Oof. Big time knee to the face of Ryback. Ryback not off to a great start here. Taker back to the waistlock. Ryback breaks the grip, goes to a waistlock of his own. And he takes the Dead Man down into the side headlock. And a big punch for the WWE Champion. Huge spin around into a power slam. And Ryback turning this thing around as he drives The Undertaker into the mat. And The Undertaker back up quickly. Only to be put right back down with the follow-away slam. Ryback got a lot to prove here tonight. He wants to show people he is still a top contender to that WWE Championship as he sends The Undertaker flying once again. Bounces the dead man's head like a basketball off the mat. But The Undertaker comes right back to life with a punch to the gut. Follows it up with the jawbreaker now. And the back suplex, and The Undertaker is rolling here. Will he be able to put John Cena away at Extreme Rules and retain the championship? We know The Undertaker's got to be feeling pretty uneasy after that loss at Elimination Chamber. Oh, but look at this. Undertaker has Ryback by the throat. The huge choke slam. And could this be it for the big guy? 1, 2. Oh, and Ryback survives. Now, The Undertaker, of course, retained the championship over Chris Jericho at WrestleMania. That match was set in stone. And that's why the match against John Cena the month before at Elimination Chamber was a non-title contest. So, The Undertaker, some people consider, lucked out that the match at Elimination Chamber was not for the title, or else Cena would have went to WrestleMania as the defending champion. So a lot of controversy surrounding this match, but it's all going to be settled. Cena and Undertaker at Extreme Rules. Now Ryback back in control, hit the elbow in the throat on the apron, but The Undertaker still got a lot of fight in him, kicks Ryback in the gut, and drives him face first. And oh, that looks like it just angered Ryback. Oh, but he couldn't do much about it. Got tossed in the air by The Undertaker. Only a count of 2 off the back body drop. Double leg takedown by Ryback, reversed by the dead man. And The Undertaker hits a nice sidewalk slam. Doesn't go for the cover though, very surprising. Picks Ryback back up. Oh, and he wants to send him on the ride one more time. All the way up and all the way down with the choke slam. And this has to be it for Ryback. 2 choke slams. No, still kicks out. Tremendous resilience by the big guy. Right hand from the dead man. Knocks Ryback into the ropes, but he sends Taker out to the floor. Oh no, look at this. Ryback deadlifts The Undertaker. Huge power bomb on the outside. Oh my goodness. And The Undertaker's back up to his feet, but I feel that's just for show. The Undertaker has to be hurting inside. And now a spine buster to follow that up. But Ryback's got to be careful. He's got to keep it in the ring if he wants to defeat the WWE Champion. Ryback goes back to that follow-away slam. Worked so well for him so far in this match. And you know Ryback's got to be looking for that shell shock to put the champion away. And of course The Undertaker already hit 2 choke slams. It's looking like he's going to have to resort to the Tombstone Piledriver. But look at this. Ryback takes Undertaker off his game with the shots. And now he's got him up for the shell shock. And he drives the champion down. Is this Ryback's opportunity to make a huge impact in the World Heavyweight Championship division? And the dead man's starting to stir. Ryback's going to go... Oh, he misses his opportunity for a pin there. We'll never know now if Ryback would have got that victory. And that's a shame for Ryback. He finally hit the shell shock and wasn't in good enough shape to go for the pin. Undertaker, though, goes for his pin, and Ryback survives at 2. Huge opportunity missed for Ryback there. And now the dead man. He sees the right on the wall. He knows he's got to put Ryback away. Scoops him up in position for the tombstone and drives him down. Oh no, but poor ring positioning for The Undertaker. Ryback's feet are under the ropes. And this opens up yet another opportunity for Ryback. He completely lucked out that Undertaker didn't notice the feet under the ropes. And now he's got a chance to try to put the dead man away. But Undertaker not taking any chances. Sends Ryback on his very last ride. Covered by Dead Man, this gotta be it. And it is. Ryback put away with the last ride. And what a win for the WWE Champion. Let's take a look here. Huge choke slam, 1 of 2 delivered to Ryback in this match. And the big guy got nothing to be ashamed of in this one. He put up a hell of a fight against The Undertaker. Hit the shell shock, but couldn't make the cover. Both men too injured at the time. Taker dropped the leg, wasn't enough, but the last ride truly lived up to its name for Ryback, for the cover, the count, and the victory for the reigning WWE Champion. And look at John Cena up on the stage, letting Taker know that when it comes to Extreme Rules, I'm taking my belt back. And of course, The Undertaker, he's a very proud man, but he can't deny the fact that him and Cena are tied on major pay-per-view events. And the sad part is, Taker knows Cena just might be right. I thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned this Wednesday on Main Event. We will have the finals of the Divas Tournament as Naomi takes on Paige, and the winner will face AJ for the Women's Championship. And then, of course, Fridays for SmackDown, and as you know, Mondays for Raw. Thanks for watching, everybody.